Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are going to play a little bit of Planet Crafter. The game recently released, and so we are going to play a little bit of it. I don't believe I've ever done a review of the game. I think I have, well, I definitely have played the game before, but I don't think I've ever played it on my channel at all. So today we are going to play the game a little bit. I actually see that I have played the game. Wow, I actually do not even remember it. It was actually, I see I streamed the game for like 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 11 hours. Wow, in 2022. So yeah, that's why I don't remember it. It's like 2 years ago that I last played the game. So that's actually so long that I don't even remember it anymore. So yeah, I apparently streamed the game for about 11 hours a couple of years ago, but back then the game was in early access, and so I didn't do a review for the game back then. I do often do reviews of early access games, but I just didn't do a review for it back then when it was in early access. But now the game is fully released, so now I can officially do my full opinion review on the game. So as always, with all of my reviews, not my first impression reviews, but my reviews, I'm going to be playing the game for an hour or more, probably more, and I'm going to give you my commentary as I play through the game. If you want to hear what I think and you don't want to watch the full video today, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video, and I will put a timestamp in the description below. And in the last 10 minutes or so, I will give you my quick, concise, final opinion on the game and tell you whether or not I can recommend the game. But yeah, otherwise than that, this is not a first impressions review, because as I say, I have played a considerable amount of the game. About 11 hours was streamed, but I definitely have played more than that of the game. I would estimate probably around 20 hours probably. Unfortunately, the game doesn't actually show you how long you have played the game, or it doesn't keep track of your time or anything like that. But yeah, you can trust me, I've streamed 11 hours and I've definitely played a considerable amount more than that.
Emergency. Correct your trajectory. Imminent impact. Imminent impact.
So, because I haven't played the game in 2 years, there is going to be a lot of stuff that I need to catch up. It shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, it's 2 years ago. A lot of things will have changed in 2 years of not playing a game. And like, they added a lot of content, obviously, in 2 years. And then, yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that I will need to remember from the start again. So first off, we need to... I see my water is dropping. Or is that... No, that's my water, not my oxygen. So I need to remember how to actually drink water. Because I remember that was something... Obviously, the game has survival mechanics. So that is something that you need to remember to do every now and then. Let's have a look here. So yeah, I have a micro jetpack, but I don't remember how to use the jetpack, to be honest. There's a lot of things that I will need to remember from the start again. Is there a way to get a refresher? Unfortunately, a lot of games don't give you a refresher. Like, if you haven't played after a lot of years, then you really should get a refresher, but there are so few games that do that, you know, where if you haven't played the game for a while, they will give you a refresher, or you can maybe get like a tutorial, like you can reset the tutorial. In this game, you can't reset the tutorial. There's no reset options whatsoever for the tutorial at all. So you just basically have to remember everything. Like, you can refresh your recollection on the keys, you know, like all of the different keys and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as game mechanics go, I don't think there's anything in the game that will allow you to do that. So I currently have no idea how to get my water up again. Okay, so these generate oxygen. They consume energy. This... water collector. Here we go. So how do you press F? Oh, F is the flashlight. E. Left click. Left click, okay. And then there you get your water. So we can consume one right now. Okay, so E does nothing, I don't think. You can see my oxygen dropping, and then as soon as I come in again, my oxygen goes up. I remember that is because the building is pressurized. So if you haven't watched my streams from 2 years ago, I actually explained a lot of stuff back then. And that's just my character. I can't play a game without explaining it if I know what's going on, which I definitely did after playing it for 12 hours. So I definitely did explain a lot of stuff, but let me explain a little bit about the game. The game is a terraformer game. There are a couple of other games like it that basically involve you terraforming a planet and doing various things. It's almost like Satisfactory, I want to say, but a much more of a focus is placed on terraforming the planet. So when you land on the planet, there's nothing. There's no water, there's no vegetation, there's no oxygen, no animals, nothing like that. And like you can see now, after playing the game for about 20 hours, there is actually vegetation starting to grow. There's grass starting to grow because I have these sprayers that I installed at various places. So you are literally terraforming the entire planet. It's a really cool game mechanic or game idea, I guess I can say. And you can literally see your impact on the planet as you play the game. I really like that. There are not a lot of games that are like this, to be honest. And yeah, you start off, I can actually show you over here. So you start off with no oxygen, and the planet is very cold, and there's no pressure because there's no atmosphere and there's no biomass. And then you start by building oxygen generators. As far as I can remember, you burn cobalt or something. I can't remember what. Maybe we can look over. No. These generate oxygen through plants, but I remember there was another way to generate oxygen. I can't remember. This one is a power generator, and this one generates water by consuming energy. So it costs you energy. But yeah, I can't remember. You also get solar panels and stuff like that. So, but these generate a lot more power. You can see 86 kilowatt, and this one is generating only 6 kilowatts. So one of these is like 15 of these. It's very powerful. And you get these tubes, and this is a tier 3 tube. You get higher tier tubes and lower tier tubes. I think the highest in the game is tier 5 the last time that I played the game. But I have by no means reached the end of the game. I would say I'm probably maybe halfway through the game with regards to terraforming. So you can see that in the current stage that we are in the flora stage, and we are transitioning to the tree stage. In order to get there, in order to get this percentage up, you have to send a lot of oxygen into the atmosphere. You have to generate a lot of heat, because life cannot flourish without heat. You need to build an oxygenated atmosphere, which involves pressure, building the pressure up so that atmosphere can form. And then the biomass will also help you to create oxygen and to stabilize your atmosphere. I think we can show over here. Okay, so these are just a bunch of messages. Here you can see an overview of your entire planet, the consumption, what everything is consuming, like grass spreaders, drills, tubes, ore extractors, food growers, and then this is your power production. So you can see your available versus your consumption right there. And this shows your progress with the various things. As you reach certain milestones, more technology will unlock. So as you can see with this top one, I'm like not very far at all. Look at all of these things that I can still unlock. I literally just unlocked a tier 3 exoskeleton, which is this one over here. This is how far I've come so far. So you can see there, you start out with a tier 2 backpack, tier 1 solar panel, tier 3 backpack, tier 2 solar panel, and so on and so forth. So I've unlocked maybe 20 things so far, but I have probably 20 more things to go, and that is just with the terraforming technology tree, I guess I can say. Increases equipment capacity. That's actually very nice. I need to build that. The next thing unlocks at 2 gigapascal whatever of oxygen. Or not oxygen, terraformation. Even though terraformation sounds like a very strange word. I would say it's terraforming, but anyway. Oxygen, you can see here also I've unlocked a whole bunch of stuff over here. I'm pretty close to finishing the oxygen tree. And then heat, I just have 2 left to finish the heat tree, and then I only have 1 left to finish the pressure tree. But I'm at megapascal or micropascal right now, and I need to reach 13 pascal, which is like 26 times more than what I have right now. So I need to get 26 times more pressure than what I have right now in order to unlock the tier 3 ore extractor. So you can see we really need to push our pressure up quite a lot more in order to make a little bit of progress, because our progress right now is very slow. And then this is the map. You actually launch satellites into the air, even though I can't really remember what that does exactly. I think the satellites increase your oxygen production, something like that. I honestly cannot remember too much. Let's see if we can craft the tier 3 exoskeleton. So we need super alloy, uranium, and osmium. So super alloy, uranium, osmium. Let's have a look here. I'm hearing a rocket somewhere. I'm not sure if it's one of my rockets that I sent. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that is a random event that happens every now and then that hits your planet. So we need 1 uranium, and then we need super alloy and osmium. I'm not sure how to create super alloy. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we need 8 super alloy. Okay, so we have 7. And you can see here, right now, we are in the plants stage. As I said, we are 25% into the plant stage. And this is a general overview of where we need to go. And we haven't even started with insects on the planet yet. And after that, you will get animals. So we are not even halfway through the plants stage. And you can believe me when I say that these stages take a very, very, very long time to go through. And then you get insects, and then you get animals, and then I'm not sure if you get anything after that. Okay, so there's cobalt, but do I have any cobalt? No cobalt, no cobalt, no cobalt. Okay, so apparently we need to get cobalt, and I honestly have no idea how to get cobalt. Here we have some super alloy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One criticism that I had of the game, I remember 2 years ago when I played it, was that crafting materials aren't taken out of the inventory automatically. It really should, in my opinion. So when you click on this, it should craft it if you have the things nearby, but unfortunately it doesn't. So that is something that I see they still have not done anything about. Oh, aluminium. We make one of those. You can see that back when I played the game didn't even have achievements. Since I'm now getting achievements, so yeah, that's how long ago I played the game. The game didn't even have achievements back then. Osmium. Please tell me I have osmium. Oh, and I had a super alloy rod over here. But anyway, we will use another one in the future, definitely. Okay, now we have tier 3 backpack. Is it equipped? Yes, it looks like it's equipped. Good stuff. Okay. So yeah. Now basically the rest of the game just involves getting through the stages. At the beginning of the game, it is a little bit of a struggle to just survive, because you're running around with a small oxygen pack, you're running around with very little sources of water, you know, stuff like that. And then yeah, as you work through the game, it gets easier to survive and all of that kind of stuff. So maybe I should take 1 squash with me, or 1 food with me. It doesn't necessarily need to be a squash. Will this one grow something or not? I honestly can't remember which ones are the best ones to eat. Okay, so that one stayed. I remember this was also like a research lab over a year, which we still need to unlock a lot of stuff. You can see here right now the biomass that I've grown have taken me to here, but for the next thing to unlock I need 35 tons of food grown, and I'm only at 2.5 tons right now, so I'm very far from the end. If you look at the end, 80 kilotons of food that needs to be grown, and I'm at 2.5 tons right now, not even kilotons. That is insanity, but that gives you an idea of the scope of the game. The scope of the game is absolutely massive, like really massive. And the amount of stuff that you need to do to progress through the game is crazy. So I'm running out of oxygen again. Let's not oxygen, water. Let's get a couple. I don't think I need to store water. How's my water situation looking? One thing also that I criticized about the game was that they don't show on the chest how much you have. So it should show a number, in my opinion. Because it's really shitty having to open up the thing each and every time. Like, if I think about a game like Subnautica by default doesn't have it, but there are mods for Subnautica which allow you to see stuff like that. Oh, is that still a glitch in the game? The building's disappearing. Yeah, that's still a glitch in the game. You get mods in Subnautica which allow you to see the numbers on a chest, so that you don't need to open the chest each and every time. I just want to see, how do these ones work? Do I need to harvest them? Oh, this one is building pressure, is it? It's not showing the name. I wish that it would show the name of the actual thing. Yeah, because it's a little bit confusing. I remember there were miners. Are these my miners? Ah, yes, these are the miners. So actually I don't have cobalt. We can actually take these. I can't remember which ones are very important. I know cobalt is very important. So we can take basically all of the cobalt that we can. And then another thing that I criticized about the game is I wish there was like a receptacle. Like you just put your stuff into the receptacle and then it immediately goes into the chests that are marked for that resource. That would have been really nice, but once again, unfortunately, the game doesn't have that. There's just a lot of things that I criticized about the game 2 years ago that it seems they still haven't added to the game. It's a little bit unfortunate. I mean, sure, the developers almost certainly didn't watch my videos, so if someone else didn't also have that criticism, then obviously the developers wouldn't have acted on it at all. But still, I can't be the only fucking person who have played other games like Subnautica and what's the other one that I mentioned? Satisfactory. Those types of games that actually have those features, and those features make the game so much more playable. Like, seriously, it makes it much more playable. So yeah, I can't be the only bloody person that has these ideas. This one says titanium, but I have in there oh no, that's aluminium. Okay, so I don't know where to put the rest of my magnesium. I could create a third chest if I really wanted to. I guess that's not too bad. Let's see, how do we actually craft? I remember you scroll the mouse wheel and then you click, or what? Right click? B? How do you build? Tab? I actually cannot remember how to build. You see, this is why you need construction menu. This is why you need a refresher. Okay, I'm pressing left click, nothing is happening. Oh, Q. Okay, apparently you have to press Q. So this is the building menu. Let's see, chests. There. Iron. You see now, in order to build this, you have to go and collect the resources, which is really, really irritating. This is once again a criticism that I had about the game. Oh, storage lockers. Do I have any storage lockers? As far as I can remember, storage lockers are more efficient. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a criticism that I had of the game 2 years ago, and still they have not done anything about it. So honestly, I don't know. After 2 bloody years, I honestly would have hoped that they would have fixed it. You know, added those quality of life features. I see they still don't allow you to stack stuff. That's really stupid. That is, once again, look at this. They don't allow you to stack stuff. That is another criticism that I had 2 years ago that they still have not fixed. So, like, what the fuck have the developers been doing for the past 2 years? Because, honestly, it looks like they have been not adding any real features to the game. Like, these are criticisms that I've had 2 years ago. How the holy hell? What was this? Magnesium? 2 years and I haven't added any of these quality of life features. Like, come on, developers. I seriously cannot be the only person who is thinking about all of these things. Okay, so that's 3, 3, 1, and this is 3. Okay, so it's not completely worth it to build these because you're missing out on 2 rows. There should be 2 extra rows, but I guess space is also a thing that you should think about. Space, the limitation on space is something that shouldn't be ignored. Okay, so that one is growing as well. Let's get another one of these. So yeah, like, wow, I actually really was expecting more after 2 years. The game just honestly is disappointing me. Like, how many things is it now? 4 or 5 things that I mentioned 2 years ago that still are not implemented in the game. Like, seriously. I like I said, I don't have an issue with like 1 or 2 of the things that I mentioned 2 years ago not being added to the game. You know, obviously, like I said, the developers haven't watched my videos probably, and that's fine. But I cannot be the only person who have had these criticisms. There is no bloody way how I am the only person who has complained about containers not being able to stack on top of one another, or the numbering on chests. You know, there should be numbering on chests to show you how much is being contained in a chest without actually having to open the chest. Like, seriously, I cannot be the only fucking person. I want to see how, like, is there a journal or a map? Well, I know you can't open the map while walking around, but I want to see, isn't there a journal that we can open up. Yeah, M, apparently I don't have the correct chip yet. Journal, isn't there a bloody journal? No, apparently there's no journal. Nothing here. Adds a compass, screen, mining speed. Yeah, I don't have a map chip yet. I can't remember exactly how to get... I know you get some chips while exploring. I do know that. We should actually have a look over here. By the way, I'm using my jetpack when I'm flying through the air like that. I think I remember I had a container around here somewhere that had some extra stuff in it. Like chips, extra chips that I collected. But apparently not. Apparently I am mistaken. Iron, cobalt, magnesium. Let's just store that. Cobalt, magnesium. While we are at it, iron, zeolite. Where's zeolite? Like, even if you could just put the icon of a material on a chest, that is like so much better than the current system of only having the names. It is so much better. And honestly, I cannot be the only schmuck who has thought about these quality of life features. I cannot be the only bloody one. After 2 fucking years. Like, really. Ah, here they are. Okay, so compass I already have. Mining time. Allows you to pin one crafting... Well, I don't care about that. Mining speed. Don't care about that. Hides lower tiers of items. Light. Deconstruction. Construction. Okay, so there's no... nothing right now. Tier 4 oxygen tank I have. Yeah, I don't have anything better that I can craft right now. Yeah, where's my basically the quest log? Yeah, these ones, like, I think I've collected all of these already. Otherwise they would have shown up on my compass, and there's nothing showing up on my compass at all right now. Can you move around? Yes, you can, but for some reason you can't move around with a mouse, and you can't move around with WASD. So basically I just have to more or less remember where I have been and where I have not been, and then we have to go to where I have not been yet. How good do you think my fucking memory is? Definitely not good enough to remember what I did in a game 2 years ago. I remember more or less, but holy hell. Asking someone to remember where they were 2 years ago in a game, a very big game, not a small game in the slightest, is not very easy. I remember I was over there. There was a ship over there in that direction. So, like, way over there, there was a ship. There was a cave over there, I remember. There's something over there. I don't know if I've been there. I mean, we can go over there, I guess. Do I want to collect these resources? Cobalt. Oh yeah, I don't have a lot of cobalt. Oh, it's getting dark. And yeah, at the beginning of the game also doesn't have water. Now the game obviously has water. So that's another thing that is going to change the entire planet. Like right now, you can go down into places like this, but as the water level rises, like right now I can't get over there. But as the water level rises, you will be able to swim over to a location like that cliff that I cannot get on right now. So that is just how cool the terraforming system is and how much the game will actually change as you play through the game. So areas that previously were inaccessible will become accessible as the water level rises, and I'm sure areas that were accessible will become inaccessible as well, because obviously you will then have to keep hold your breath as you try to get to places where you were previously. Okay, so right now I don't have oxygen with me. I actually should probably have taken oxygen canisters. I can't remember how I dealt with the oxygen situation, really. So I'm probably gonna die when I run out of oxygen. Unless I find a place where I can get oxygen. So you can see I was over here. All of these places that are built up, I have been already. Ah, there's a refuge that I built. I remember building this, so we just go into it and then we will get our oxygen back. So we just stand here for a little while and we get our oxygen back. This is, as far as I can remember, the best way that I had to regain oxygen. You just build a place and then you provide it with power, and then you get your oxygen back. Just taking a drink, in case you're wondering why I'm staying still for a while. So yeah, I already was over here, as you can see by the solar panels. Anywhere where there are stuff that has been built, that is the area where I have already been. So there's a crack, it looks like a crack in the wall over there. We can maybe go over there. I'm almost certain I've already explored that area. I can't remember what this thing does. I'm clicking but nothing is happening. Remember there was a way to basically inspect stuff, almost, I can say. Let's see if there's an entrance around here somewhere. Okay, so I was over here as well. You see, there's like areas like up there. There might be something there, but you can't reach it until the water rises. I think I already was here. I don't see any entrances or anything like that. Although they might be underwater. No. So I think I already was here. So let's see, are there any more solar panels? There's a solar panel over there. I can't even remember what a solar panel requires. Let's have a look, because I remember you always have to carry those materials with you. Iron. Okay, so we need iron. Iron. What does it require? Cobalt, iron, silicon. Cobalt, iron, silicon. So you always need to have some cobalt, some silicon, some iron. Iron is actually something that is pretty rare in these areas. Like at the beginning of the game you get a lot of iron. but later on in the game iron becomes more and more rare, and you can go back to the beginning of the game to get the resource again that you need, but yeah. Okay, solar panel. As far as I remember, there's no range limitation. I might be wrong, but I seem to remember that there's no range limitation. You can build it anywhere and it will provide power to your entire planet. So it's not like you need to put a wire between them or anything like that. And I actually prefer it that way. I prefer not having to worry about the stupid bloody wire the whole time. You know, a lot of games are like that. And I actually prefer not having to worry about a wire or anything like that. It makes the game more obtuse, in my opinion, if you have to constantly worry, like, oh, I have to build the wire, connect the wire, I have to have resources for the wire in my inventory constantly, you know, stuff like that. It's just a little bit unnecessary, in my opinion. And I think the game is better off for not having the wire limitation. So this is going to be meteors. Meteors are gonna fall probably. But really all you can do is wait inside a building or just hope that you don't get hit. So we are gonna go with the latter. We are just going to hope that we don't get hit. Okay, so this is nothing. It was probably just a the environment not being loaded in that we saw earlier. Or it might have been over here. Nope, it was just the environment not being loaded in. So that happens sometimes, unfortunately. The draw distance on the game sometimes lets you down and shows an area where you think you can go, but you can't actually go there in the distance. So let's just get a little bit of oxygen again. And then we can continue exploring. And yeah, this is really like the definition of an open world game. Like, you don't really know where to go. The game is very, I would say, hardcore, because you don't have a journal, you don't have a map, at least at the beginning. You do unlock it later on, but not at the beginning. So it's really easy to feel lost in the game, and to not really know where you're supposed to go to next, you know? But honestly, I don't mind it too much. Like, I would prefer to know where to go to next, you know, to have a traditional like quest log with quest markers and a map and all of that kind of stuff. I would prefer that, but it's not like I'm not gonna play the game just because the game doesn't hold my hand and tell me exactly where to go for my next quest and stuff like that, you know. A lot of this game revolves around exploring areas that you've never seen before, discovering things that you've never seen before. A lot of the game revolves around finding crashed ships and stuff like that. Osmium, oh, that's actually rare. Crashed ships and collecting chips. You get like chips from the crashed ships. Pulsars are actually rare. Okay, I can't build these here. Can I build air? Wind turbines? I think I can. Can I? Holy shit, apparently it's filling up this entire area. Why does it do that? Okay, no, apparently I can't do that. Can I build lights or something like that? No? Can I build bloody anything in here? No, apparently not. Okay, let's head out quickly. Cave is very shitty and very dark. We can build a secondary pod over here. Okay, iron. We need iron. And then we also need a door, I remember. So we need more iron. And there we go. You see, like, there's a lot of popping in the game. And yeah, the popping sometimes makes you think that there's something when there's not actually something. It's a little bit irritating, but I guess that is just one of the limitations that the game has. So we go in, we get oxygen again. I think let's empty our inventory here. Iron, bloody hell, everything takes iron. See, this is, like I said, iron later in the game, like where I am now, even though I'm like probably not even halfway through the game, but in this area, iron is actually a little bit rare. Not like a rare, but you actually have to search for the fucking iron, and everything uses iron. Like everything. So let's build 2 of these, just so that I don't have to keep running in and out and in and out the whole time. We will store a lot of cobalt here. Cobalt, and we can store the rest of these as well. It doesn't really matter what we put in here. We're gonna take everything out later. We're just gonna store everything right now. Because in caves like these, you find resources that you don't find anywhere else. Like pulsar quartz and stuff like that. So we're gonna mine a little bit. By the way, the game right now, like I'm probably 20-25 hours into the game, and I have never seen combat. I have never done combat in the game. So the game right now doesn't have combat. It is possible that as we go into the game further and as we unlock animals, for instance, that the game will have combat, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't reached that stage yet. But yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that the game is a combatless game, you know. Similar to something like Satisfactory, like there's no combat in the game. You see, so you find a cave like this, and then at the end of the cave there's a chest, and then that's that. Obviously you also get all of the rare resources in between, but that's pretty much the extent of most caves. Sometimes you get chips, and the chips are very, very valuable. You really can make a lot of progress with certain chips, especially chips that you haven't had before. Okay, so these are pretty rare resources, so we are gonna... can we kill ourselves? I can't remember if you can actually kill yourself. I remember that one way to teleport back to the base very quickly is by killing yourself. But I don't actually remember if you can actually kill yourself. I remember that I did kill myself by letting my oxygen run out a bunch of times. I mean, these resources are pretty valuable, so I would definitely want to get them back to my base. And to be honest, killing yourself is the fastest way to do that I've found. Let's see if we remove this. No, can't remove it. If we throw 1 sulfur on the ground. Okay, so yeah, now my oxygen is running out, but still, that is actually a slow way to do it, and it doesn't even really... Well, yeah, it does make you die faster, actually, because now I only have 100 remaining oxygen instead of the 200 and whatever that I had. So I guess it's a relatively good way. I should probably not say killing yourself too much in this video, because unfortunately YouTube, the algorithm is very zealous and will give me a community strike if I mention certain topics that could be considered controversial too much, even though, I mean, we're just talking about a video game, and in video games sometimes it is more efficient to do that. It's simply faster. You don't need to run back to your base, like, it's just faster. So yeah, but I should probably not say that phrase too much. And there we go, we are back up. Oh, does it only take me a year? Okay, well, so much for getting teleported back to my base. But that's fine. Yeah, we can go with this shipment. That's totally fine. Oh yeah, now I remember. You actually need to delete that one. Like, I remember now. There's a little exploit that you can do where you delete stuff like that. Oh, I actually haven't seen this ever. I have never looted the plant, I don't think. But anyway, you... oh, there's something that I haven't seen yet. We need to come back over here, definitely. Can I build a beacon over here? Beacon... Beacon? Nope, titanium and silicon. Okay, but we must just remember it is to the right of that big arch. But yeah, I remember now. The little exploit is you kill yourself by running out of oxygen, and then you delete. If you went into a building, you delete that building, and then it will take you back to the previous building, which then will be my my main base over there. So that will then save you literally minutes of walking around. I'm not sure, like, I think later on we might unlock teleportation, but yeah, currently I don't have teleportation. But that would be really, really nice when we can actually unlock teleportation, because with the size of your inventory, like, this is a very small inventory. Like, it's 5, 5, 6, 7. So what's that? 35 spaces. So you can only carry 35 things at a time, and they do not stack at all. Nothing in the game stacks. So you can only take 35 stuff back to your base at any one time, which obviously, yeah, that's not a lot of stuff, really. Okay, so we have sulfur. Do I have anything? Yeah, I have a full chest over there. Not really a full chest over there. And then we have osmium, we have pulsar, we have aluminium. You see, this entire process that I'm doing right now could have been alleviated by just allowing you to place everything into a depositor, like you can do in many other games. You tell the depositor to send the materials to each of the chests, and then when you deposit whatever, you know, whatever you are holding, it automatically distributes the materials into the necessary chests. So you save a lot of time. Like, now I'm looking for the fertilizer one. I'm not even 100% sure that I have a fertilizer one. Blueprints. Oh, why haven't I done this? Use this in the blueprint screen. Okay, we can maybe do that. Fertilizer. I don't know if I have fertilizer. Ah, here we go. And then blueprint screen. Where's the blueprint screen? It's one of these, I can't remember. Decode a blueprint. P2 blueprint pinning. Ah, microchip map. There we go. That's nice. Interior wall. Okay, so we're definitely gonna build the blue chip map. Map. Let's have a look here. Where is it? Map. There we go. Holy shit. Obsidian. That is something that I've never encountered before. So, yeah, I can't even do that. Obsidian. I don't have obsidian. But okay, that's something that we will definitely think about. Little bit of obsidian. Let me just take a little bit of food again. Maybe 2 pieces of food. I do already have a lot of food over here, so I don't really need more food. That is why I put that food over there. And then we take a little bit of water. And then we are hi-ho silver away to our next place again. I should actually take some resources here, like water, iron especially, and cobalt and silicon. There we go. So now we know there is a location where we haven't been yet, just to the right of the arch, I guess you can say. I think when we started today we were at just below 1 GTI, and now we are at 1.4 GTI. So you can see we already have almost gone up by 50% in our overall terraforming meter. And that all happens because we are building buildings. I actually do need to build more buildings so that we can increase the speed at which we accrue the GTI. Like I need to build more oxygen generators, more heat generators, more plant sprayers, all of that kind of stuff, in order to increase the GTI. Holy schmoly. Okay, well, super alloy is very rare, and then iridium rod is really, really rare. Aluminium is actually also very rare. All of these bloody things are rare. Fertilizer, I mean, okay, we can do it, I guess. I don't think you can disenchant this thing. No, you can't. Okay. And now already we are full resources again. So you see how hilariously fast you can fill up your inventory. Like, it's not even 2 minutes that we are gone from our base and then we are full inventory again. Like, it's ridiculous. And like, unless I am missing something, there's no way to transfer resources back to your base. Like, there's no teleportation, there's no resource transfer thing. Like, it's all very, very, very manual. At least, like, right now where I am, there is no way, there's no conveyor belts like you get in Satisfactory, for instance. Like, it's all extremely manual. Let's see. Bioplastic nugget. Could maybe try to get some of that. Communication antenna. I think I already have one of those. Gas extractor, that won't help. Machine optimizer. Not sure what that is. I already have a launch platform. We can maybe build a couple of food growers. We can also build a couple of heaters, but I need iridium. I don't think I have a lot of iridium. Titanium. Yeah, we can build a heater, and we can build a tier 4 heater. You see, and then we get teleported back to base like that. So it's really nice to do that little exploit, because it just saves you so much time. But like I said, I really would just like prefer it if there was a way to just get back to base much quicker. It is a little bit irritating going through this entire song and dance each and every fucking time that you want to come back to base, you know, like it feels bad. It's not quick. It is a really big issue that I have with the game. I mean, like I say, maybe later on we will unlock a faster way to move between the field and our base. But right now, this is it. Right now, killing yourself is the fastest way to move back and forth, unfortunately. Osmium. It's amazing that after 2 years I still remember where a lot of the locations are of my different things. Oh, I actually do have a fair amount of iridium, so we can actually build a couple of heaters. Like a tier 4 heater. Yeah, that makes a hilarious amount of heat. Like, it's 20 times more heat than this one. 20 times more heat. So we need 2 iridium, we need 1 explosive. How do you make explosive? Super alloy. Explosive powder. Not sure how to make explosive powder. Let's have a look. You have to be able to create explosive powder, don't you? Am I missing a crafter somewhere? No. These 2 crafters are my only crafters. Yeah, so perhaps... Yeah, I can't create... Can't create explosive powder yet. Perhaps later or something? Nope. And let's have a look here, actually. What buildings they've added. Animal shelter. Bigger backpack. Ah, portal generator. There we go. Allows you to reach distant wrecks to find unique items. Okay. Circuit board. Aquarium. Drone station. Activates the logistics system and enables drone creation. That's interesting. Logistics. Osmium rod. Teleporter. There we go. So we need 25 GTI. We are right now at 1.5 GTI. So we need to gain basically 13 times the amount of GTI that we have right now. So yeah, I don't see a way to create explosive powder. How do we make more GTI? GTI... Oh, that's our overall terraforming score. So we can increase the oxygen or the heat or the pressure or the biomass, and it will add to our GTI. We started this video at 20%. We're now at 60%. So we gained 40% already. Yeah, explosive powder. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't believe I have any explosive powder. Can we make it over here, perhaps? No, all of these are locked. Insert a seed to grow flowers on a small outdoor area. I should actually do that. Tier 4 flower spreader. I don't know if I've already done it. Ah, here we go, explosive powder. Sulfur, sulfur, iridium. I thought that I might be able to craft it. Sulfur, sulfur, iridium. We can actually do a couple of these. We have the resources. We can craft it. Sulfur, sulfur, iridium. We fortunately just came back with a bunch of sulfur. So we should have enough. Okay. We have enough for 3 of them. Bioplastic nugget we can also create. I need to remember that. So what I wanted to create is the tier 4 heater. So we need 9 super alloy. Okay, so that's 9. Yeah, that should be fine. We might run out of energy because it actually takes a shitload of energy. It takes 51 energy. How much energy do I have? Okay, I have enough. Yes. So I have 2 tier 4 heaters right now. So now I'm gonna have 5 tier 4 heaters. So we're gonna significantly increase our heat. I don't think I can build these outside, can I? Let's have a look. Can I build them outside? Oh, yes, you can. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can build them outside. I would prefer to build them outside instead of in there. I don't even think they're gonna fit in there, to be honest. Let's build them somewhere where they really won't get in the way. Oh, don't I have enough iridium rods? Oh, how the fuck did I count? I clearly counted incorrectly. Okay, and then next we also want to build a plant spreader. Where's the plant spreader? Here. Okay, 300 oxygen. I just want to see how many, like, do I have any of those? Flower spreader, tier 2, grass spreader, food grower. Okay, so I've got the algae generator, flower spreader, grass spreader, but I don't have any. Oh, I have a tier 1 flower spreader. Yeah, so this will generate a lot more. So I need 2 fertilizer. So that gives 43 plants per second. This gives 23. I obviously want to get the most plants possible. I don't want to fuck around with small stuff. Okay, well that's fine. Yeah, we can do this one. So we need 2 fertilizer, 2 super alloy. I don't have a huge amount of super alloy left. I can only probably build 1. Yeah, I'm out of super alloy. Okay, so we can build 1 of those. And then 1 heater. 1 more heater. I think my power is still looking good. Yeah, 140, that's fine. And I think we need to put a whatchamacallit in there, a seed, I think. Wow, I can't put it anywhere here. What's that range? Oh, that's the range that it's gonna spread, okay. So we shouldn't really place it near any other stuff that already have a range. Like these ones are spreading in that area, so let's place this one over here to spread in this area. And then do we need to put something inside? Yes, we do. Like what's the difference between them really? Can we put that in there? No. Okay, a seed. You want a seed. Do these ones have seeds in them or what? What's this? Is this a tier 2? Oh, oxygen multiplier, 600%. Okay, I know what to put in there now. My seeds are over here. 300, 400. I think 400 is probably the most that I have. That 600 one is very rare. Very, very rare. So yeah, 400% is the most one that I can build right now. Actually, this one is tier 2 flower spreader. Oh, this one is also a tier 2 flower spreader, okay. I thought that they might be different. Tier 2, that has a 400. Tier 2, that has a 400. Okay, so this one is the only one with a 600. Okay, there you go. Okay. So now our GTI will raise a little bit faster. Not like an insane amount, but it will go faster. I would say at least like 50% faster because I've invested quite a bit of more resources now. Yeah, we don't need to get more oxygen. We can get oxygen along the way. This is a tier 1, correct? I can't even open it. So yeah, that's a tier 1. Let's just get more iron over here. Iron and silicon, cobalt. Oh, we can build a fusion generator. What is that? Fusion generator. It's obviously power, I think. Nuclear fusion generator. 1480. This one, which was my previous most powerful thing, generates 330. So this one is almost 5 times as powerful. And it uses pulsar crystals. I actually do have a lot of pulsar crystals. Like, I don't think I've used pulsar crystals at all yet. Like, I don't have a use for them until now. So I actually have a considerable amount of pulsar crystals. Over there I have a bunch of algae growers, which are also generating oxygen. You can see there's little pieces of grass popping up all over the planet, even in places where I didn't place a grass grower or anything like that. That is how you know that you're making progress. Eventually the entire place will be green, and eventually there will be trees, obviously. Okay, so where was our other little house that we built? So now I'm looking for a lot of super alloy. Like, I need a lot of super alloy. We can store these here. I'm not sure if this cave already filled up again, because the caves do fill up eventually again with resources. Ah, 2 super alloy. All of this is good. Don't see anything else. Okay, and that's the entire cave, I think. Can I build? What can I build? I need to build this probably, maybe. I haven't built one of these yet, I don't think. Obviously I need to build one of these, but I need a lot more pulsars and stuff. I can build a couple of these if we really want to. They give 20s, and this fucking thing gives 1500s. So I need to build how much? 100? 100 will be 2000. So I need to build about 70 of these in order to get one of these. That's absolutely ridiculous if you think about it. 70 solar panels or one of these. So yeah, I just need a lot of bloody super alloy. I'm just reacquainting myself with all of the different stuff quickly. I can actually almost build one of those. Ice, I actually need a lot of ice. I don't think I have any ice. Okay, so I'm happy with taking back what I have right now. There's also some relatively valuable stuff here. Like the cobalt is pretty valuable. Magnesium is relatively valuable. So I guess we can head home with this stuff and then we just head out again. Like I said, unfortunately, the first 20 to 30 hours of the game, like I'm playing right now, involves a lot of this. It involves a lot of just running around. Wow, that's a 450. Running around, collecting resources, running back to your base, going out again, collecting resources, running back to your base, going out again, collecting resources. Like, it is really... It becomes a little bit boring. Not a little bit boring, it becomes very boring because it feels daunting almost, having to go back again, all the way back to your base, going through your chests, storing all of your materials. Like, it's just not cool. Oh, my microchip. That's good. Let's store that, take that, store that, take that, store that, take that, store that, take that. Okay, that's fine. What are these over here? Uranium. Oh, okay. Let's build a base here. Let's build it up here actually so that we can see it easier. Because we don't want to hide the base. Can we build it here or here? Oh, titanium, for fuck's sake. I do have a lot of uranium already. I think uranium is essentially irradium. It goes into the green rods, if I'm not mistaken. Fuck, titanium and silicon. Now we have a little bit more space. I just wanted to do that because it's good to build a thing every couple 100 meters or whatever. Let's just see if there's not any... Yes, here we go. Okay, super alloy I can definitely use, and then the rest we will pick up the uranium. Not iridium, uranium. And then we will go back. Like, if you could build a teleporter in an area like that, it would be fantastic, but yeah, unfortunately, we're still a while away from being able to build the teleporter. So, like, it's not a huge amount of time that it takes. It feels long because we actually travel at a it's a long distance, but we actually travel fast. It takes about 2 minutes to go back to my base if you fly like this. So it's just about 2 minutes back and then 2 minutes back to the place, and then once again 2 minutes back to your base, 2 minutes back to the place. So yeah, you unfortunately spend more time going to and from your base than you actually do collecting resources. Like, you can fill up your your resources, your inventory in 30 seconds in a cave like that by looting all of the uranium, looting the chest, then you're full, you know? And then you have to spend fucking 4 minutes going to and from your base, you know? It just feels bad spending bloody 800% the time traveling than what you did spend time looting, you know? It doesn't feel nice. But yeah, what can you do? Aluminium. I have a lot of these? No, I don't. This one is empty. Sulfur. Where's my sulfur? We can use this blueprint quickly. Deconstruction tier 2. What the hell does that help me? Uranium? Do I even have bloody uranium? These Orema plants are nice. I'm gonna use them. Like I said previously, I know I sound like a broken record, but now I have to bloody go through all of my chests again, searching for the correct places to place my stuff. I'm really not sure if I have uranium already. Okay, titanium, silicon, water, ice, blueprints, super alloy, aluminium, zeolite, pulsar quartz, algae, bioplastic. I actually do have a bit of bioplastic. Seeds, raw plants. I have a lot of those. More raw plants. Sulfur. Yeah, it looks like I don't have uranium. How's that even possible? Like, I have iridium, but it looks like I don't have uranium. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to say I do have it. It sounds familiar. So it's not really necessary for me to build one of these right now. I'm fine with my energy right now. I mean, I'm not fine with my energy, but my energy isn't going to increase right now, so it's not an issue really. 83%. We're really hauling ass, especially with the heat and the pressure now. My heat and my pressure is climbing like a bastard. So I could put better plants in all of these, but these are just tier 1 containers, tier 1 growers. I actually have to check that these ones don't have very good stuff in them, because the very good stuff should go into my other growers. The best stuff should go into my other growers. Yeah, all of these have around 300 to 400% plants. This one has a 600. We can't allow that. You're gonna get a 400. So we take the 400, we give you the 600. You have the 600. You have a 400, we give you the 450. And then you have the 400, we give you the 450. That way, you put the most powerful plants in the most powerful buildings. And then these buildings that aren't very powerful, come on, what's going on? You can give these ones the lower level plants. Like, you see this shit, like, why does the game do this? It didn't, well, it did do it previously. I think it has to do with the game loading and unloading the different areas, but it is much worse now. It didn't used to be this bad. Like, it really wasn't this bad. Hey, here's another 450 plant. Those are really nice. I wonder if there will be higher plants, like 600 plants. Because I really would want to get a couple of 600 plants. So yeah, we can build more plant spreaders actually if we want to. What does a plant spreader take again? I forgot. Two fertilizer, two super alloy. No, I don't really want to use super alloy right now. I want to save my super alloy for the power. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. All of these are 300. This one is a 450. Okay, let's take another squash, and we can take water outside. And then we head out again to get more resources. This is really the name of the game. This is what you do. I mean, I'm now 20 hours into the game. This is what you do for 20 hours or more. Until you unlock either the drone thing, or until you unlock the teleporter. Like, the teleporter will definitely make your life easier, but it's still going to be a schlep, because you can only build the teleporter in certain locations. Like you're gonna have to be pretty precise about building the teleporters, because you're not gonna have enough resources to build teleporters fucking everywhere. I'm pretty certain the teleporter is not going to be a very cheap building. Like the solar panels, you can build a fucking solar panel anywhere, but the teleporter is definitely gonna be more expensive. So it's not going to be something that you can just build anywhere. So I think once you get the drones, when you unlock the drones, then it will be game time. Like, then it will be very nice. I don't think we can actually do anything with this. No. But let's collect a nice amount of uranium. I don't really have a huge use for uranium right now, but I mean, it is a very rare resource that I just happen to have a lot of right now. So much that I don't know what to do with it all, but maybe I can pop down a couple of uranium reactors, or like just make it into uranium rods. There are a couple of good uses for uranium rods, so we can do that as well. Am I gonna kill myself? No, we can still explore a little bit. Okay, is that all? Looks like it. I don't really want any of this, to be honest. Yeah, let's explore a little bit more. Wow, the entire daylight just changed. That usually happens when an event happens. But it might just be a zone transition. Let's see if there's anything over here. I'm just gonna fly around until I die. Yeah, that's definitely a different zone. There's something over there. Yeah, that's fine. We get teleported back to the base with a inventory almost full of uranium. Yeah, it's actually really full of uranium. I have a lot of rods as well. What can I actually make with the uranium? I'm assuming power, like these. But these actually take a lot. Like this one will be much easier to make. Is there anything else I can really do with uranium? Find and insert fuses into this to boost the performance of nearby machines. Fuses. Is this a fuse? No. I've been carrying that thing around for a long time and I still don't know what it actually does. Bloody nothing uses uranium. Like literally. I don't have anything that uses uranium except this thing and these two power things over here. So I guess I'm just gonna create another storage container and put it in there. My space is getting a little bit low. Oh, another thing that I really don't like is the fact that it is very difficult to move stuff. Like you can't just click and drag a box to move it. You have to take out all of the stuff that's inside the box. Then you have to disenchant the box or dismantle the box. And then you can place the box again. Like it's really not a good way to move stuff efficiently. It's very inefficient. Okay, that's uranium. Then we have a lot of aluminium. At one stage in the game, I remember I was so out of aluminium. Like I had no bloody aluminium. Now I have aluminium coming out of my ears. Water we can store. And we actually have a lot of water. What's the extra thing that I can craft? Oh yeah, it's the disenchanting thing. Allows you to deconstruct advanced items in Rex. Oh! Okay, that sounds interesting. Methane cartridge and zeolite. I don't think I can make a methane cartridge. Can I? I don't think I've ever seen a methane cartridge. Like, seriously. Methane bloody cartridge. Where the hell am I supposed to make that? Bloody methane cartridge. Where the hell will you get that? What was it that required those bio lake water collector? Gas extractor. Gas extractor. Maybe you extract methane from that, but I don't think I've found methane. I really don't think so. Let's make one of these maybe. So 2 explosive powder, 1 uranium rod. Two explosive, 1 uranium, 2 iron. Sulfur, iridium. Running around to get the bloody resources is so irritating. I actually need iridium. I don't have a lot of iridium. I have 1 iridium remaining, actually. Okay, and then to boost the performance of nearby machines. Okay, so nearby machines means you will want to put it near as many good machines as possible. Oh, is that the range? It's a very small range, actually. So I have a heater over here. I have a couple of stuff up here. I probably am going to want to put it up here because I've got several heaters up here. I've got the generator, I've got drillers over here. So probably here will be the best place to put it. Like here, maybe. It's actually difficult to see the actual range of the thing. Fuse? What the fuck is a fuse? What does it say? Optimizations capacity 5 machines. Okay, so how do I even see what it actually is doing? Really useless that you can't see what it's actually doing. So this thing is generating 538. And then this one is generating 538. So clearly it is not having an effect on these up here. What do we want? Cobalt, iron. can build some more storages. Now this place is becoming a little bit cramped. But like I said, moving a container is a fucking pain in the balls. Like, really. It's really not easy to move a container. I have enough iron. Cobalt. Yes, I need a lot of cobalt. Titanium I can do. Fabric. I don't have a lot of fabric. Fertilizer. I have a lot of space for fertilizer. Silicon we can do. Titanium, we can get more titanium. Ice, I have a little bit of ice. Aluminium, we can get more aluminium. And that's basically it. Build one more. Sulfur seeds. I actually want to build another planet case. Why planet case? Who the hell would say planet? No man, come on. Plant case, there we go. Actually want to delete one of these and replace it with a bigger one, but like I said, that's a bloody pain in the nutsack. You have to do that, you have to switch over here, you have to disenchant that thing. You have to go over here, build this one. You can't just upgrade it and you can't just move it. Plant globes. Okay, that's fine. Little bit more space now. Well, a little bit more inventory space and less bloody space to move. That's life. Hey, we actually reached the trees stage. So now we should be done with the plant stage. We should get to the tree stage and we should see our biomass dramatically increasing now. Because obviously trees contain a lot more biomass than plants. Actually, I should pick up resources over here. We need iron, titanium. Titanium, iron, silicon. You can see this entire top area is green already. Distance over there is green. I actually started the game over there. You can literally see my building over there. Literally, that is where I started. I think these are the things that you will be able to disenchant. These things that lay around like this. But yeah, right now I can't do that. I already was over there. Even on the other side of that mountain I was already. You can see a lot of plants starting to grow out of that bloody thing. There's trees as well. Hey, there's trees over here. That's really cool. That is one thing that I really like about this game. You can literally see how the planet changes while you play the game. We can't disenchant these, can't we? No. So it's really cool, like you can see how the entire planet changes, and I think we are entering the insect stage now, so we're also going to obviously see insects appear before long. And then after that, animals as well, obviously. Let me just take a drink. So that's really cool. It's honestly something that you don't see in many games. In fact, I can think of exactly 2 games that actually has this mechanic. Hey, there's something over there. Okay, sulfur useful, superalloy useful, explosive useful. We'll take everything except those. I don't think you can actually do anything with the trees, like chop them down or anything like that. Is there anything down here? Ah, there we go. Not a storage, a hideout type thing. I remember these. So these ones we will be able to disenchant, but we can't disenchant them right now. Holy shit. Okay. We get a quest. It's been 6 months since the crash. I'm surviving. My goal is to build a rocket and leave this place forever. The planet is cursed. I can feel it. I have to go back to the crash site. I think there was a secret room in the control bay, a deconstructible wall somewhere near the main screens, but it's been a while. I can hardly remember. Okay, so that's something we need to remember. It's not my ship. It's his ship that he's talking about, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we want that. Tier 2 fertilizer, we want. Explosive powder, we want. Mutagen. And tree bark is also pretty rare. Okay, so we can build a place out here. Just for shits and giggles, even though we are very close to the other one in any way, but let's do it in any way. Since I have the exact resources that are required. Oh, we have fucking one over there as well. And we have one over there, holy hell. Okay, let's go over here, because this is actually a very, very long journey over here. We're definitely gonna need one over here. I'm not seeing anything in this area. Although there are sometimes blue chests hidden away. can't see shit. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything in this bloody area. It's just empty. It's a little bit stupid to have such a bloody area just completely empty. Like literally, I don't think there's anything over here. It's probably just like a place that you're not actually supposed to go, and pretty soon you're just gonna hit a brick wall. You see absolutely nothing. Yep, this is a wall. Literally, I can't move forward. How stupid is that? Why didn't the developers just put a massive mountain? Why do they allow you to climb up here if they're not gonna put anything here? It's really stupid. It's really stupid game design. You waste a lot of time by searching up here. Yeah, there's nothing up here. This entire bloody desert area, I've not found a single thing yet. There's not even resources on the ground, like the other areas have like iron and cobalt and whatever on the ground. This desert area has nothing. Are you literally telling me the developers just surrounded the entire game with a wall of desert and that's just that? Like they didn't bother populating it or anything like that? Because that would be really, really lazy game design. A little bit of stuttering there. Look at this, there's nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. More stuttering. Okay, here we get something. Finally. I'm gonna run out of water. Don't tell me this is just a prop that you can't actually enter. Yeah, it's a prop. I can't even... Fucking hell. That's really lazy game design. Oh, there's lava. And this entire thing is a prop. Okay, here we go. I need to collect stuff quickly because I'm gonna run out of shit pretty soon. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I'm gone. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just irritating that I spent 10 minutes searching through the bloody, um, the desert. Like, this entire fucking desert is just empty. That's a really lazy game design. The way over there is the ship. At least now we know the desert is fucking useless. Have I been here before? Oh no. No, this is actually a special area. Yeah, this is definitely a special area. Okay, titanium. Okay, we can drop these. We're not really gonna use it. Yeah, all of these are pretty much useful. Can drop the water as well, actually. Uh, 450, I mean... I do get a lot of Orema plants already, so I don't need more Orema plants. This is gonna be good. These always contain good stuff. Except today, this is pretty useless. I already have so many bloody seeds, I don't need more seeds. Like, honestly. Ah, we can go down even further. Follow the right steps and hope for good weather and not too many meteors. Okay. According to planet will be better positioned for terraforming in around 2 years. I have to survive until then. Year 2, okay. Start heating planet. Need to sleep, but I cannot stop thinking. Such as the sentence, blah blah blah. Oh, here we go. Rocket engine, very good. Blue chip, a blueprint chip. I don't actually need sulfur that much. I need super alloy. Don't need iron. Yeah, these are fine. Less. Okay, so we can go up there. Or we can go down here. Fucking hell. I really hate this as well. Like, I can't get past. Literally. Bloody hell. You literally cannot get past. Seriously. Okay, sulfur. Pick that up. Throw that down, pick that up. Bloody hell. Create a blue atmosphere. And it's gonna block me again. Bloody hell, there's a lot of notifications here. Okay, I don't need sulfur so much. I do need this. All of them say the same bloody thing. Holy. Pressure multiplier. Okay, that's pretty good. We got so many bloody good things, we can't even choose between all of them. That doesn't happen a lot. Like, literally, I have to come back here because my inventory is fucking chock-and-block. It's full to the max, with good shit, actually. This place also has different music. Now it's a long trek back, but we have a lot of good stuff. But yeah, like, honestly, I mean, I want to play the game more, you know, but I think the point of this video today is not just to show you guys the game, to like play the game. It's more to give you my opinion on the game. I have given my opinion more or less in my previous, whatever, 12 hours that I streamed the game, you know, as I play through the game. It is just my nature to give you my opinion on the game while playing the game. But I think for now I'm gonna draw this video today to a conclusion and give you my final opinion on the game and whether or not you should play the game. So I actually really like the game. The game is very good. But it has many issues that can very easily be solved. I can really compare the game to Satisfactory, or more specifically to Subnautica, because this game really reminds me of Subnautica, but just a terraforming Subnautica, if I guess I can put it like that, you know. It's like a terraforming Subnautica. 500% pressure multiplier, that's crazy. Like, Subnautica also has many issues, like many issues. Subnautica can be made a much better game if the developers wanted to, and it's the same with this game. This game can be made a much better game if the developers were so inclined. Okay, flare, not going to be useful. Tier 4 GPS satellite, that's going to be nice. And then drone visualization rocket. That's also going to be useful, even though I'm not sure if we can use that before we unlock drones, actually. Like I said, there are many issues that I've seen today. Obviously, I haven't played the game in 2 years. There are many issues that I've seen today that I literally commented on 2 years ago. You can literally go back to my 12 hours. Holy hell, there's a tree growing through our place and now we can't move there. You see, issues like this kind of shit really shouldn't happen, and you can't deconstruct it. Like, you can't get rid of it. So now I'm fucked. I can't go through there. I have to go around here, and then I just have to hope that another tree doesn't pop up here somewhere, you know? So that is a game-breaking bug. Like, this is literally a game-breaking bug. Fortunately, I have another way around here, but if I didn't have another way around here, then I would be screwed. I would have to, like, disenchant my boxes over here, which is really, really bad. You know, you don't want that to happen. So anyway, apart from that bug that we just saw, the glitch, like I said, there are unfortunately a lot of issues in the game that I mentioned in my previous playthrough 2 years ago. And, like, sure, the developers almost definitely didn't watch my videos 2 years ago. Almost definitely. Why when I click, it didn't add all of them? That's weird. Like, I clicked, but some of them just disappeared. How did that happen? Or am I a fucking idiot? Did I just suffer a stroke or what? Because I clicked and they disappeared, but they didn't get added to my inventory. Unless I'm suffering a stroke, that was just a huge glitch right there. I just lost resources. But okay, we're encountering a lot of glitches here at the end of the video. Like I said, there are issues that I mentioned 2 years ago, big issues that are still in the game. There's quality of life issues, like the fact that you can't stack containers, like that you can't add an icon to the containers, like that you can't see how many items are inside the containers without actually opening the containers. Like a distributor, you should be able to have a distributor. You go to the distributor, you put the items into the distributor, and it automatically distributes the items to all of the different locations where you have earmarked the chests to be. So if this is a sulfur chest and you deposit it into the distributor, it will go to the sulfur chest if you distribute sulfur. These are why can't I get past here? These are features that many other games have. Subnautica has mods for this. Many other games, I can't think of them now. I think Small Lands? Was it Small Lands? Like in Small Lands, you open up a chest, there's a button, boom, you press the button, all of the resources that are already inside your stash directly go into that specific chest. So if I have super alloy, I go over to the super alloy chest, boom, and it puts all of the super alloy in there. Enshrouded has the same feature. Actually, that's a recent game, more recent than Subnautica, for instance, where you just press one button, boom, it goes into the chests. And it has crafting from chests. That's another issue that this game has. If you want to craft something, like let's say you want to craft this thing now, if you don't have the resources in your inventory, then you have to run around to all of your fucking chests, which, like I said, it is obtuse to run around and see, okay, which chest is the chest that I want? Is it this one? Oh, no, it's not this one. Is it this one? Oh, no, it's not this one. Is it this one? Like, you fucking waste so much time just building. Like, it's really, really irritating, and this game has a huge amount of unnecessary inventory management because of it. It's really, the inventory management in this game seriously could be vastly improved. Vastly. Wow, this thing is small. I thought it would be much bigger. So yeah, the bloody inventory management in this game is really, really bad. Not good in the slightest. With, like I said, you need a depositor. Wow, look at all of these bloody trees all of a sudden. You need a depositor. You need crafting from storage. You need storage customizations better than this bloody shit over here. In my opinion, you need a transport system like what Satisfactory has, where you can have conveyor belts or something like that. Even though I don't like a conveyor belt system, I don't like it in Satisfactory in the slightest. But something like a drone system. Now, I know that we will unlock drones later. I can't remember, around here somewhere we unlock drones. I remember seeing it over here. There, drone station. But that is like literally 10 hours away from now, you know, and I'm already 25 hours into the game. So you need an easier way of transporting resources around before fucking getting 40 hours into the game. You know, it's ridiculous. There are many other issues that I can't think right now because I'm frustrated, but with all of that considered, it's fucking surprisingly, very surprisingly, because honestly, this would normally be the point where I tell you that the game is not worth it. There's too many things in the game that are not good, and it's just a fucking irritation to play the game. This is normally where I would tell you that. But this game actually has so many good things that I'm okay with the irritations. I'm okay with the fact that inventory management is fucking irritating in this game. I'm okay with the fact that when you go out to get resources, bloody hell, when you go out to get resources and like you run from here. By the way, you can't move this map like with a mouse or with W, A, and D. You have to click over here, which is fucking irritating. I'm okay with running like all the way over here, 4 or 5 minutes, collecting resources, running all the way back, 4 or 5 minutes again, running out again, 4 or 5 minutes, collecting resources, running back all the way again, 4 or 5 minutes, depositing your shit, running to each and every one of the bloody containers, storing your stuff. Like, fucking surprisingly, I'm okay with that. The game is actually so good that I'm okay with all of these bloody irritations. Like, the game is irritating to play with regards to building stuff because you don't have crafting from storage. The game is irritating. What the hell is this blue light now? Is it meteors? Yeah, that's meteors. The game is like really irritating to play in many different ways, but like I say, surprisingly, I can still recommend it because there are a lot of good stuff in the game. There's a lot of bad stuff, but there are also a lot of good stuff. And surprisingly, there's enough good stuff to make me overlook all of the bad stuff. Normally, I would say no. Like, this fucking game doesn't deserve to get recommended because it is such a fucking irritation to play the game 50% of the time. But the other 50% of the time is enjoyable. Exploring is enjoyable. Unlocking all of the different secrets in the game is enjoyable. Finding a new crashed spaceship and exploring it is enjoyable. And then it's just really when you have looted the spaceship and you want to bring back all of your loot, that is where the game falls apart. You know, the inventory management, running back to your spaceship, storing all of the stuff that you've looted. That is the bloody irritating part, you know. But yeah, like I say, like, honestly, the developers can improve the game, vastly improve the game, if they get rid of all of this shit, this stuff that I've mentioned. But yeah, honestly, I can recommend the game. You should just be really aware that exploring is gonna be 50% of the time, inventory management as well 50% of the time, and then the other 50% of the time, yeah, you're gonna be able to find cool and interesting locations. You're going to actually be able to enjoy the game for 50% of the time. But yeah, the other 50% of the time is just gonna be really irritating. Inventory management, throwing stuff on the ground that you actually want to keep but you can't keep because the inventory really is actually pretty small. And I'm at the tier 5 backpack increase. Like that is how small the inventory is when you start. You can literally only carry 12 items when you are at the beginning of the game. 12 pieces of material. It's not 12 stacks of items, it's 12 pieces of materials. So your entire inventory is filled and then you can build like one building. That's how bad it is at the beginning. So it becomes easier later on. The game does become easier later on. But the obtuseness of the inventory management, storage, crafting from storage, crafting in general, doing upgrades, all of that is really, really obtuse and really irritating. Like, here's another fucking tree going right through our place and there's a rock on top, even though I think that was a meteor. But yeah, honestly, it's really disappointing that after 2 years, issues that I brought up 2 years ago are still in the game. Many issues, I think we counted 4 or 5 different issues that I mentioned 2 years ago are still in the game. And now the game is not in early access anymore. The developers can't have the excuse of, yeah, well, it's in early access, you know, we're still working on the game. The game is now fully released. It's a full $25, 25 euro title. Now, $25 is not a huge amount, you know, like it's not a big amount. Satisfactory, let's see how much Satisfactory costs. Satisfactory, why doesn't it show me the price of Satisfactory? That's weird. Surprisingly, Satisfactory, the Steam page for Satisfactory is not the main result. So Satisfactory costs $30 or 30 euros, so it's $5 more than Planet Crafter, and then Subnautica costs $30 as well. So both Subnautica and Satisfactory are more expensive than this game, and I actually like this game more than those games. So that's actually pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting result. Like, this game is better than Satisfactory, it's better than Subnautica, and yet it's $5 cheaper. Obviously $5 is not a huge amount, but still, it's something to consider. So yeah, like I say, I have personally played this game for, I would say, at least 25 hours, even though it's probably closer to 30 hours. And I am, quite honestly, maybe halfway through the game. Maybe halfway through the game. In fact, I think I'm not quite halfway through the game, because I only passed water. There was a rain phase. I don't know if I can show you guys all of the phases. I don't think so. But there was a rain phase, then there was a water phase, then there was a plant phase, now we are in the tree phase, then there's an insect phase, then there's an animals phase. And I don't know if anything will come after the animals phase. I think probably not. But yeah, so there's still at least, I would say, 20 hours of gameplay left in the game, at least. And I've already played 25 hours of the game, so I think you can definitely get more than 50 hours out of this game. And yeah, so far I still have a lot of stuff to unlock, and still a lot of the map to explore. So yeah, I can definitely recommend the game for $25, €25. Definitely I can recommend the game. But like I said, inventory management is a fucking pain. The game doesn't have crafting from storage. The game doesn't have a good inventory management. The game doesn't have a depositor where you can just deposit stuff and then it gets sent to your different boxes automatically, like you do get in mods with Subnautica. So yeah, there's issues, but honestly, I can overall recommend the game. And like I say, if you think Satisfactory is a good game, if you think Subnautica is a good game, in my opinion, this game is better. It's really as simple as that. So if you like Subnautica, if you like Satisfactory, they are different games, but there's a lot of stuff that is similar between all of the games. I can definitely recommend this game over both of those games. I just really hope that the developers add some of the quality of life features that I've brought up today. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks to the developer or the publisher, I'm not sure who, for sending me a code to the game. It is very much appreciated. And yeah, if you want to see more reviews and just general more content from me, then supporting me on patreon.com/LFP is definitely the way to go. I spend all of the money that I get from Patreon on making my videos better microphone, better graphics card, buying games for reviews. On an average month, I spend anywhere between $200 to $300 on games, and that is to do reviews for you guys and to produce more content for you guys. And I would not be able to spend $200 to $300 on games in a given month without your support. It's simply not something that I would be able to do without your support. So you guys directly allow me to create more content for you guys. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I might do some more streams in the future. I've already streamed 12 hours or so of the game. So I will probably do more streams in the future after my review is complete. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time.